Yeah, that's what I thought. Whoa. Hi, baby. Let's get lit.
Subscribe if you feel me on that. Do you want to finish your milk?
No.
Your water?
No.
Do you want anything in? Today?
Milk.
No. Okay.
I want milk.
I need a fork for your eggs, huh?
Wait.
Got veggie sausage over medium egg toast, banana, and some coffee with oat milk in it.
See ya.
You want to see?
Please.
Mm-hmm. Cheers.
Go for it.
Mommy's fork. Hello. Good day. We are vlogging. It's Wednesday. We just had breakfast. Corey's singing Mulan in the bathroom. Yeah, today we're vlogging. I'm cleaning up Cora's mess from breakfast. There's eggs all over the floor. Because I have some things I need to take care of in this house, and I want to show you and talk to you about it, and yeah, just get a little intimate and personal. Hey Cobra, can you put your dragon in your room in the basket, please?
What it?
Come here. You missed her? Aww. You're so sweet. Alright, so today I'm catching up on laundry because I am terribly behind. Running out of underwear. Cora barely has any shirts to wear. So, gotta do laundry. I have a suitcase full of things I need to go through and sort. I want to talk about that with you. But right now, we're just getting dressed for the day so we can look presentable for the vlog, really, because I don't think we're gonna go anywhere. Oh, Corey just left because he's gonna go work at his friend's house today, which is nice because then I can like talk freely and not worry that I'm disturbing him. And Cora can scream as loud as she wants without disturbing him, so that's nice. But I don't really like when he leaves to go work somewhere else. It's just nice having him around, but also it's also nice not having him around. So I don't know. There's trade-offs to everything. I got these like cloth wipes for Cora. I'm tired of buying regular wipes and just throwing it in the trash because I feel like that's so much waste. So I bought these cloth wipes, and you just wet them when you're about to use it, and they work really well. I like them. I like them a lot. I want to get some more so that we don't run out so fast. You sit with Minnie? Minnie sitting? With Cora?
Hope.
Okay, okay. Come here. Put Minnie on the horse.
Cora?
You want to get on the horse?
Yeah.
Come on, you can sit behind Minnie. Over here.
Move?
Oh, you want her to move?
Yeah. Slide?
Let her slide. You can do it. Put her on her booty. Whee!
Horse?
Now she's gonna get on the horse.
Cora? Horse?
Go ahead.
Many horse.
You want me to get on there too?
Yeah.
In the back or the front?
Back.
In the back?
Yeah.
Alright. Gotta make space for her.
These.
Laundry is basically folded. I just need to pair all these socks here, but I'm very proud of myself. And we're dressed basically for the day. Cora just needs to get dressed now. Come here, please. Let's get dressed.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You're spinning.
Circles.
You're spinning in circles.
Fun.
You're having fun?
Yeah.
It looks like fun. Whoa.
Chair.
The chair?
Yeah.
You ran to the chair?
Yeah.
Alright, 3 circles and then we're gonna get dressed. Okay, ready? I'm gonna count. 3 circles. Ready? Set? Go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, come to mommy. Come to mommy. I'm gonna get you if you don't come here. I'm gonna snatch you. I'm gonna grab you. I got you. Alright, let's get dressed.
No.
Yes.
No.
We'll get dressed and then you can finish spinning, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Arms up. This way. Carlos! Oh my gosh. Cora! She's playing games with me. You're playing games with me, girl. Cora. Got you.
Go in.
You were going?
Here.
Here, put your pants on. You put your left foot in. Then put your right foot in. You look at your outfit? Oh. Say hi.
Hi.
You show everybody your outfit? Yeah, there you go. Now they can see. It's already almost like, it just became 11 o'clock here. So it's almost lunchtime already. We get ready kind of late, at least lately. We used to wake up around like 7:30, 7:45, and then have breakfast around 8:30, be finished by 9:30, and then we would have so much time in the morning to just play and whatever. But lately, I think it was like summertime, we got kind of lazy. But definitely now that it's fall officially, yesterday was the first day of fall, I want to get back into a routine of waking up earlier in the morning. What are you about to do? I'm going to put away all that laundry that I just folded, and then I'm going to play with Cora.
Okay.
Sound good, Cora?
That's you.
You got Minnie Mouse? All right.
Mommy do it.
My turn?
Mommy do it.
When you're angry, do you pout, whine, cry, scream, shout, or make an angry face? Hold on. Cora is sleeping. She's taking a nap. And I think I have about 1 hour until she's supposed to wake up again. This suitcase has been with me for a few years now, and I have not opened it because I don't need it anymore. I'm actually really nervous to talk about this because I have not talked about this on the internet before in such a personal way. I'm gonna clean out this suitcase because I don't need it anymore. I want to get rid of it. I want it out of my life because it's just taking up space that doesn't need to be taken up, and in a lot of ways it's very symbolic. So to some of you, this might not mean anything, but to some of you, this might mean a lot to you. But I want to share it because this is very important to me. I want to be able to remember this, and I want to be able to share this in case somebody else wants to know, wants to see, is interested. This is heavy for me right now. Basically, this suitcase is full of old hymns that I used to play for the church that I grew up in. I am going to go through them, see what I can put together as a set, and maybe donate to somebody else, and whatever else that I can't send to somebody else, I'm going to shred them and get rid of them. All right, so while I'm going through this, I am going to talk to you about why I'm getting rid of these things. I was born into a church that my family was also born into. I became a choir member, an organist, which you probably know what that is. They play church music and worship services. Long story short, I am not an organist or a choir member in that church anymore. I love music. I loved playing music for the church. I love playing music in general. I still do, but I played music for church almost every single day. I think I did this for at least 7 years. I think I did this, that I played organ. And so yeah, it was a huge part of my life. And so it's hard for me to shed this skin and to get rid of these things because it still is part of me. And it will always be part of me. It's not going to just disappear from my identity. It's gonna take a while for me to heal though, to really move past that part of my life. This is a textbook. This is my accounting textbook. I guess I just threw it in there. When I found out I was pregnant with Cora, I was already 13 weeks pregnant, and I was still in the church. I was still an organist, choir member, all those things, still really active and performing. I don't even know where to start. I'll start in the big one. And I was it was all that I was about. Everything in my life was about this. Yeah, but then I got pregnant. And if you are a Christian, or familiar with Christianity, you know that premarital sex, getting pregnant before you're married, is a no-no. That is you shouldn't do that. That's number one rule that you learn when you are a female growing up in the Christian church. And so I just knew that was forbidden. That was something I should not do. But here I am. It happened. It took a lot of time to really stop hating myself for it, to stop being mean to myself for it. Even still today, I still struggle with that approval because I have a child and I'm not married. We told my parents, told his parents, and then we told the church, my parents and I both. And when that happened, immediately things started to change really fast because I got pregnant. Out of wedlock, which means like out of marriage, with somebody who was not a member of my church. I was expelled from my church. It's just what the rule is, that I've always known growing up, that if I got pregnant before marriage with somebody who's not in the church, that I would be expelled. I knew that. But I decided to tell the truth anyway, because I didn't want to hide it. I didn't want to live a lie. And I'm glad that I didn't hide it. I'm glad that I didn't choose a different path. The story's gonna be really long, by the way, so saddle on up. All right, I told my parents I was pregnant. They wanted Corey and I to immediately, for him to get baptized in the church and for us to like immediately get married. And Corey, just being the Corey that he is, the person that he is, he said, no, we're not doing that. And I think I was in shock for a lot of this time. So I just kind of like stood back and it was just pregnant. I just kind of like let a lot of things happen to me, which was like a lot of my life actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, like I just let a lot of things happen to me that I didn't need to let happen to me. But hey, now I know that that's what I did. He said, no, we're not gonna get married. I'm not gonna get baptized. Da 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 da. And I was like, oh shoot, like my life is falling apart. Like that's what it felt like. I felt like my life was just flipping upside down because of this thing. And everything happened so fast. So this was like beginning of 2018. After we say, no, we're not gonna do that. We were living in this like limbo area. Like what is Sam and Corey gonna do? What's gonna happen? Where are they gonna end up? Summertime came around. We had already told the church, the ministers, that I was pregnant. And so all of the repercussions of that started to occur. Summertime comes around. Corey has a job in Colorado and we're in Virginia. So he leaves for Colorado after we decide, okay, we're having this baby, we're gonna do this, we're gonna figure it out, we're in this together, blah, blah, blah. Goes to Colorado, and I'm like, well, what am I gonna do? I'm pregnant and everybody hates me. I work for a little bit still here in Richmond. I'm still like attending worship services, but I'm not performing anymore as organist and choir member. So I'm just doing my thing, trying to survive, trying to like stay sane, and we decide that, you know, like why not come to Colorado? So I follow him to Colorado, and we're there for like a month in Boulder, which was really nice. I wish I enjoyed it more, but I honestly was just like not having a good time because like my life and I was pregnant, so I didn't feel that great. And because I was pregnant, not a lot of people wanted to talk to me because I also look like a child. I have this baby face going for me. And so I didn't make any friends in Colorado actually. So it wasn't the best time for me. But during that time, I was still going to worship services in Colorado because I had not been expelled officially and I still wanted to go. That's what I had grown up doing. So it just felt natural for me just to keep doing it until somebody told me to stop. And while I was in Colorado, I actually got word back that I had officially been expelled. And when that happens, there is a letter that is read to the whole district of my church, my old church. That in itself is like kind of complicated to explain because usually, you know, there's a church and that's just like how they operate within that church. And then sometimes there are global churches and they have multiple locations. Some people call them campuses, some people call them locales. But this church that I was born into is global. And so there are countries that organize together, and then there are districts within those countries that organize together, and then there's locales, which are the individual churches in that district, if that makes sense. Word got around to my district that I was expelled because there was a letter read with my name in it saying blah 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 blah, it's expelled. I don't know exactly what they said because I wasn't there, but I did hear that there was a letter read with my name on it explaining my expulsion. So once I heard about that, I was not surprised. I knew it was coming, obviously, but I also was embarrassed. I was embarrassed mostly for like my parents. I didn't want to ever do that to them, but it happened, and so I felt very extreme guilt during this time. So here I am in Colorado, not having a good time, no friends, just Corey, pregnant. I did use that time though for like self-reflection and bonding with Corey, trying to like break down some walls that I had built up for so long because of how I was raised and all these things. I will talk about that in another video if you want. Colorado happened. That's when my name was read, and I'm honestly grateful that I wasn't in Virginia when that happened, because I think it would have been worse for me. I think if I had not gone to Colorado with Corey while that happened, I would have been in Virginia, he would have been in Colorado. I would have felt like I had like nobody on my side, and I'm just grateful that I was in Colorado when that happened, because I was able to like distance myself from the drama of my life at that time. And I feel now that I really needed it, because I needed to take a step back from my life a bit and just look at it from a third person point of view. I needed just to take a step back and think about what the heck Sam was gonna do. And I'm so glad that I had the distance from my life in Virginia to do that. When I came back to Virginia from Colorado, I was visiting my parents. You know, I came back from Colorado, wanted to see how they were doing. And so I went home, and worship service day came. I got ready to go. I had Corey drop me off actually, because I was with his family for some party, I think. I had him drop me off, and I was really nervous because I knew that I had my name read in worship service already, but I was still trying to go. I didn't want to show people that I was just like not trying anymore. I think I wanted to prove it to people that even though I was expelled, that like I could still physically show up. When I did show up though, is when I learned that I couldn't be there, because I went into the chapel, and when I went into the chapel, a lot of people greeted me. A lot of people said hi. You know, people who know me, they said hi, and I think people knew. I think people knew because it was a weird feeling. I just felt like everybody was like watching me, like looking at my body. I wasn't like obviously pregnant. I had a little bit of a belly, but not so big where it was just like, whoa, she's pregnant. So at this point, I'm in the chapel. I'm waiting for worship service to happen. I'm waiting for somebody. Actually, I'm waiting for somebody in my family to bring me a skirt, because we're not allowed to wear pants there in worship service. So I am waiting, just waiting, and then I never make it to go inside worship service because I didn't have a skirt. I was still waiting. And then 3, my dad, somebody texted me saying, Sam, like come to the back or something, like come to this room, so-and-so wants to talk to you. I really hope I don't get in trouble for saying these things, but I'm gonna say them anyway, because they can't hurt me. Like, these people who like did these things to me can't hurt me anymore, but they can hurt me in a way by hurting my family, if that makes sense. Like, my family can get in trouble still if I say this. The fact that I know that me saying this can have negative consequences for the people in my life, it's just sad. I think it's sad. It's sad to me that I can't tell my full truth without somebody getting hurt. I can tell this story to people in front of my face, but what is scary is putting it out for people to consume and interpret the way that they want to. And I know that people will interpret this story however they want to. They can flip it, they can twist it, they can say that I want to get my parents in trouble, I don't want to get my parents in trouble. My intention is to speak my truth so that the story can be heard. And because there are people, I know that there are people out there who would want to watch this, and I know that there are people out there who could really learn from this story. I would rather help people than harm myself by not saying something that I know I should say. And so with that, I'm gonna keep telling my story. So basically, long story short, I did not get to attend worship service that day because the ministers called me to the back with my dad and talked to me. And I was in a room full of lots of men, older than me, lots of older men, and my dad. A few of them are ministers, some of them I knew growing up, and it was all very intimidating to me. I felt safe because I knew these people, but I felt unsafe because I knew I was going to be hurt after this conversation. So when this conversation happened, I basically was given an ultimatum of some sorts. It's like, you cannot attend worship services until you either one, basically state that you're not going to be with the father of your child so that you can continue attending worship services. This is really what they said. Or Corey gets baptized and you guys get married, and then you can start attending worship services again. I truly hoped that he would come to, get baptized in my church at this point in time, because I didn't want to make anybody upset. I didn't want to cause any more problems than I had already caused. I didn't have the self-awareness enough to understand that I couldn't force him to do that. I couldn't just make him do something he didn't want to do. I know that now, obviously. But at the time, I sincerely hoped that he would join the church for me, even if he didn't want to. And just think about how toxic that sounds. Doesn't that sound awful? Doesn't that sound like the worst possible way to start off a marriage? And so we didn't do that. So I knew that I couldn't attend worship services anymore after that. And I was afraid to, honestly. I was afraid to show my face. I was ashamed, and I knew people were talking about me when I wasn't there, including friends and people I knew for such a long time. And so after that moment, I didn't attend worship services anymore. Still from that to that day, I didn't attend. I haven't attended. The only thing I didn't attend was a wedding, I think. That's basically that story. I really don't even know if I want to go further into that, because this video is already 20 minutes long. So I might save the rest of that story for another day, because this is nerve-wracking for me. I'm scared to post this. I don't want to get yelled at anymore. I don't want to get in trouble anymore, but I know now that they can't actually hurt me. They can't actually take anything away from me. Yeah, I'm gonna end it there. That's as much as I will tell you today, but I will have Baleen answer any questions you have. If you would like to send me a DM on Instagram, I always link my Instagram in the description bar. If you want to hear the rest of the story, if you want to hear more of the story, leave a comment. I don't know. I really do think my life stories are worth sharing, because when people share their truest selves, their truest revelations, learnings, feelings, there's so much wisdom in that. I'm not saying I'm all wise and all knowing, but I myself learn from other people being vulnerable and being brave enough to share their story with the whole world to see. And this is me emulating those people, those women really who I admire myself, who are strong and brave enough to be vulnerable for an audience to listen to. And I do think there are people who know me and who follow me here or on like my 73 subscribers right now, who watch my videos and who see me on the internet, who are curious about my life. And I am not ashamed to talk about my life and my story, so I'm going to, if this is really helpful to people. So let me know if this is helpful for you personally. You don't have to leave a comment. You can message me personally. I hope that all of these pieces of the story make sense. I don't think I left anything out, but I'm also like kind of distracted by me flipping through these hymns. I hope to feel a lot lighter after putting this out, or even just for filming this. I feel a lot lighter, really. I feel happy that I did. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, I'm gonna continue doing this, and then I'm going to, I don't know, make a snack for Cora or something. We've got seaweed and bunny crackers for snack.
Seaweed?
Seaweed? You want some seaweed? Yeah. Okay, and this one. Nice. Good? Can you walk? Wait for me. You want some more?
No.
We all done? Okay, I'm gonna eat them.
Cool.
Yeah, do you want some more? Bro, there's so many mosquitoes.
Stuck.
What's stuck? Ooh. They're all over you, baby. See what one? This is
Cotton.
You said you didn't like the bunnies.
White.
You like them now? They're good, huh? Ugh, these mosquitoes. See, look. Ugh. Ah!
Let's see.
Treasure?
Yeah.
Can you give it to Daddy?
Oh no!
The treasure's gone. Get away from my daughter.
More.
Corey's home. You running? Run? Oh, Dad said he needs to go for a run anyway.
I'm gonna poke you. I'll be right back, okay?
All right. It's the end of the day. I'm about to make dinner. I'm gonna show you this real quick. Look at this giant piece of salmon the grocery store people gave me. It's like huge. I didn't know I ordered this much, so I gotta cook it now before it goes bad. It was only $16.36 for 2.34 pounds. It's a lot of salmon. I think I'm gonna make like the hoisin salmon that I've been making. It's just hoisin sauce all over some salmon, rice. I put like rice vinegar and like crushed up seaweed into the rice so it's a little Asian, and then I toss up some broccoli and some sesame oil, and that's pretty much it. It's a really simple and easy dinner to make. I'm not going to show you how to make it though, because I feel like there's enough footage in this vlog. Yeah. So with that, I will leave you, and thank you for listening to what I have to say. Thank you for listening to my story that I talked about earlier. I hope this vlog is probably gonna be like 30 minutes long, but I just want to thank you for watching. Thank you for being here, and thank you for listening to me. Even though there's only like 75 people here, it's still really awesome to be able to like create cool videos for myself and for other people, but mostly for myself, because it's really nice to have these to look back on. I like to like see my growth, see my progress, see Cora's growth, see her development, and I get to hear from like my past self in the future. So it's still, I don't know, it's cool stuff for me, and I hope it's cool stuff for you too. So thank you for watching. Subscribe if you have not. Follow me on Instagram if you have not. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.